It's time for Larry's Garden. He's going to help us out. We've got Crape Myrtles galore. I'm seeing all different types of varieties.
Exactly. Crape Myrtles is a huge group of tree getting 60, 70 feet down to about 6 inches. What I have here is some unusual varieties. Here's a Crape Myrtle that you can use as a foundation planting. This is called Philly Pink, and then it's very low. This is as tall as it gets. It's only around 2 feet tall. This is a fairly new introduction, but you can use a Crape Myrtle like this as a foundation planting. It stays low and compact and never needs pruning. When you're looking at your landscape and deciding what plants you gotta plant, try to get plants that you don't have to prune about once a year, and that's gonna relieve you of that responsibility, and you can enjoy it more. Here's another one. This is a little more compact. This is called Philly Lavender, but this is a definitely beautiful Crape Myrtle, the same Crape Myrtle flowers, not quite as big, but it stays compact. It's full of foliage. It's got little small leaves on it, and it's a beautiful plant. And these are fairly drought resistant. They were talking about drought resistant plants. These are one of the top. They can grow in sandy soil and really don't mind. Put some water on them occasionally. Here's another one I really like. It's called Dynamite. What I like about this is that vibrant red color, getting only around 10 to 12 feet. Oftentimes people buy Crape Myrtles and have to hat rack them or cut the tops off them because it gets so big, This one is a variety that stays nice and compact, beautiful flowers, and then in the spring when it has puts its new foliage on, it's really purple, kind of red and dark green. So foliage is another important thing. When you're selecting a Crape Myrtle, remember Crape Myrtles are susceptible to powdery mildew. Make sure you do your homework and don't get one that gets powdery mildew. So you got to really be careful. Now here is an unbelievable Crape Myrtle. I'll get a good shot of that one. This is a new introduction from the Mississippi State University. It's a great Crape.
These appear darker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're kind of a burgundy chocolate color, and this is how they stay this color. So when you have the flowers on it, which are pink, and this kind of a chocolate. Oh God, it's going to be unbelievable.
I haven't seen something
that
like
is an unusual Crape Myrtle. Now they're taking a look at the hybridizers are taking a look at the leaf color. So try to develop plants with beautiful leaves as well as beautiful flowers, and staying short and compact. Oftentimes when people plant Crape Myrtles along the side of their house, they're planted as a multi, and this would be considered a multi. What that means is it has more than one stem. I prefer them around the house, and you can want to consider that yourself as a standard. And what that is, it has one central leader. Well,
this is a standard, right?
This is a multi. Okay. It has a bunch of trunks coming out from the bottom.
Okay.
What I would do if I had this plant, I would take this shrub and I would take out all these lateral branches, stake it up, and make this my central leader. Once it gets to a certain height, now just look at that stem, it's that red color. Once it gets to a certain height, I would just take and cut this off and let it get nice head on it, okay? So this is going to reduce the amount of pruning on the lower part. Also, these leaves, the stems on the lower part of the tree are not going to defoliate and look skinny, but this part will have a beautiful head on it. Some of the things about Crape Myrtles, we got some time on that? Some of the things about Crape Myrtles that you got to watch out for is aphids. They get aphids, and then, just one time a year, treat them with merit insect control. That will do good. And then a lot of times people call me on the radio and ask me, what's that brown stuff on the trunk, or the green stuff? That's lichen. Just put a little copper on it and you have a great looking Crape Myrtle.
See, when you listen to Larry, he's going to save you a lot of heartache in the garden by making your job easier, by choosing the right variety, right species here. You only have to prune once a year.
Right,
so
right, exactly.
You just got to know what you're getting into, and the best way to do that is you can just log on to his website, larrysgarden.com, or simply give him a call at Larry's Garden Design and Installation at 346-1970. And remember, you can hear Larry on the radio every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on WOKV. It's AM 690 and 106.5 FM.